Guys, we're at a place that I'm very fascinated by, and that's Suzuka Circuit here in Japan. Opening originally in 1962, it became the first international racing course in Japan. It's well known for its use by both the International Formula One race and the Japanese Super Formula Championship. So this place is legit, guys. If you've heard of Kodaland in the United States, they're currently working on that place in Texas a little bit, adding some rides over there. It's a lot like this. This place, we decided to come here because they happen to have some roller coasters here. As a matter of fact, they have 4 coasters in this park, and 2 of those are dueling coasters, meaning that totals up to 6 coaster credits that we could potentially be getting here today. Now, weather currently looks really good. The sun's out a little bit, mostly cloudy, but the forecast had some rain, so we're gonna try to knock out all these coasters as fast as possible and do what we can. Originally, we were gonna have a second day at Nagashima Spaland today. We decided to cut that completely because it just didn't look good over there. So we're gonna go back to Nagashima, and all that stuff will be in that vlog that's already up on the channel. So go check that out if you haven't already, but I'm really looking forward to being here and experiencing some truly fascinating attractions.
Yeah, today was just kind of a typical Japan day. We woke up, had no idea what we were gonna do today, and we ended up at Suzuka Circuit. And right now the weather looks okay, which is amazing because there's a typhoon that's coming in Nagoya right now, which is why we're not at Nagashima today. We're here, and I'm actually pretty amped to go. I would have been pretty sad to miss this park. It was looking like it that we might have to miss this part because of weather, but hopefully we get everything done and looking forward to it.
So we have our wristbands now. That equates to about $50 US. So no doubt this is one of the more expensive parks in Japan so far, but it's owned and operated by a subsidiary of Honda. So not really much of a surprise personally. So the rest of the boys woke up a little bit later than us in a different hotel room. So they're making their way over. They're scrambling to get over here as fast as they can with the good conditions. I can't believe the sun's out right now. That's a big surprise given the forecast. To start our speed run of this place, we're heading into Adventure Village for a coaster called Adventure Drive. Opening in 2014, this coaster's actually gone viral on social media because it was the first roller coaster in the entire world to be scream powered. What does that mean? Well, essentially you park on a launch section and you launch no matter what, but depending on how loud you scream, the faster you'll go. So you'll always have enough power to make it through the whole layout, but if you scream loud, you're gonna go through this a little bit quicker. Now, granted, it is a family attraction. It's not gonna be too insane, but the novelty of that is so cool, and we've done so many fascinating and unique attractions in Japan so far, so add another to the list right here. Let's get on Adventure Drive. Manufactured by Hwaesangyo Co., very elusive Japanese manufacturer of rides. All right, let's check this out. Oh my God. It just launched us into a brake run. Okay, that's fine. I've already noticed 2 lift hills, including the super steep one here and another launch later in the ride. This could be one of the most peculiar rides of the entire trip. Dude, this is like one of the steepest lift hills I've ever experienced. What the heck? First drop on Adventure Drive. It's a very pretty ride. Another lift hill.
What's going on?
It's like a wild mouse so far. Who's responsible for this contraption? Oh boy, another drop. Whoa! Oh, the brake runs are so bad. It's a very nice scenic ride, but it is uncomfortable as hell. What is the track? Oh my gosh.
What the heck? Oh my God.
All right, we're coming up on the scream-powered launch, one of the most iconic coaster moments in Japan. Let's go! Come on, let's go! Oh, okay, I think that worked. I think that worked. That's a punch. Whoa! Oh my gosh.
This is so weird.
It's one of the strangest coasters I've ever been on. And now we have a drive tire lift hill.
That was so peculiar.
That lift hill, the whole point of that last one was just to get us back to the station. Okay, that ride makes no sense. I'll give him points for its uniqueness. I've certainly never experienced anything like that. It was like this extremely dynamic mine ride with all these lift hills and launches, but the track work and transitions were atrocious. The brake runs especially were rough. It wasn't a good ride in my opinion, but I'm so glad I got to experience it because I live for the unique rides like that. That's one of the most unorthodox attractions I have ever experienced. Directly next door to Adventure Drive is another roller coaster in this area. That one is called Rocky Coaster. That one opened in 1992, so it's got some age for sure. Senyo Kyogyo manufactured, and it's a jet coaster. We've been doing quite a few of these in Japan. This is definitely the most ordinary roller coaster in the park, but it's still not super common. Sure, you see a lot of jet coasters in Japan, but we have none of these in America. And if you're new to this series, a jet coaster is basically like Japan's version of one of our mine trains in America. Shallow dips and drops. Oh, by the way, how was Adventure Drive?
Not great. I mean, it's unique, but like every single time it starts getting going, it embraces you really hard and it's kind of annoying. The track work also is not comfortable.
And we just noticed that this Rocky Coaster has some backwards vehicles in the back.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that because that looks cool.
All right, Evan got me to go on this backwards. I don't know what to expect, bro. This is so weird. Whoa! Oh! Whoa! have no idea what's going on. Oh no. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa. Front row on Rocky Coaster, and Evan just pointed out this monorail coaster thing. I wasn't originally going to count that as a roller coaster, but in the layout it has some bunny hills, so I think we're going to do that as one of our next attractions, because that looks to me like it might be a roller coaster credit. In that case, this park would have, what, 7 credits? Oh my gosh. Oh dude, this is kind of steep. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh boy. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, this is so weird. Whoa. Whoa. So I did Rocky Coaster facing forward, and then I was curious to do it backwards, and what a radically different experience depending on the row you're in. The front row, pretty bad, pretty uncomfortable. Haven't been too impressed by either of the 2 coasters here so far. Backwards was definitely better. It was smoother actually, I thought, and it had some intensity to it. I thought that was pretty fun, but as a whole, the coaster's nothing special at all.
Yeah, that was weird. Like in the back, it was smoother and more fun. Going backwards was really cool. Up front was pretty shaky and honestly not that enjoyable.
We walked up a hill to get to this kids area, and this is really cool. Look at all the landscaping around here. And above us is this monorail coaster I was talking about called Denden Mushi. Like I said, I was not in any shape, way, or form going to count this as a roller coaster, but then I saw some bunny hills on it. Let me know what you guys think on this POV. Okay, so this is definitely a kids attraction. We have our snail friend here, and then I guess we can get him to like sing if we hit that button. That'd be funny if we just broke the ride. It's starting to rain right now, but I believe this park will keep their rides open if it's just drizzles. And this has a cover on it, so it's a nice way to get out of the rain too. Sweet views of some of these other rides. We have a gravity powered section here on this brake run, and then a little dip. Let's see how that feels. Yeah, that's roller coaster like, I suppose. If we can go uphill at some point on a gravity powered section, then I think it counts. It's starting to come down now. Oh, we got another drop there. Okay. Oh, right here. Okay, that's got to be a roller coaster. Yeah, that section.
Oh my gosh, that's a coaster.
Yeah.
100% a coaster.
Yeah. I find that hard to argue, honestly. That has to count. Theming's not bad on this though. We're going through this shed right here. Cool. Actually, this park does remind me of a European park with all the landscaping. It's really pretty. That was a nice scenic ride. I really enjoyed it, honestly. That was probably my favorite thing we've done so far in the park, honestly, because I haven't been too impressed with the other 2 coasters. I think they very much have their flaws. It was a nice, smooth, scenic transportation ride, and definitely a roller coaster after riding it, for sure.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that too. I agree with Mark. That's the best ride in the park so far.
And I think the rest of the group just pulled up, so we're gonna go find Josiah and Jack and get on some of the dueling coasters. Stick them on the other train and race each other. That sounds so much fun. Now we're heading into the GP field. We're going into the racing course section of the park where you're going to be able to see the F1 track and also get on the park's 2 biggest roller coasters. So you may have just seen it peeking over. That was GP Racers. Really cool Hoi Sang-yo dueling motorbike style seating setup. It looks really fun. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's not rough. A lot of the coasters here have been so far. It's cool how it goes up this hill too. The terrain interaction in this park is nice. We've been going up and down hills pretty much since we got here. Bro, this has to be a movie right now. I'm racing Josiah. We found him. Up on the GP Racers, baby. Yeah, son, let's do it. Whoa! Whoa! Over the racetrack. Hey, there he goes. Oh, he's in the lead. I'm not going to take that. No! No! Whoa! Whoa! That's so cool. Oh my God, man. Freaking awesome. Whoa! Oh, yeah. Weirdly, I liked it. It's bizarre. A little janky, but it pulls some fun forces when you hit some of those weird transitions. Oh, that was fun. I liked it. I thought that was pretty damn fun. The motorbike seating was really cool. It reminded me of riding something like Hagrid or Tron over in Florida. Pretty janky ride, but like, it's not rough, I would say. It just has some not so great transitions, but definitely it was my favorite coaster in the park so far. I had some intensity to it, but hey, I mean, how did you like that? We finally met up with Jack and Josiah again.
Yep, I thought it was a fun little ride. It didn't track great, kind of just like shimmies to the ride, but I'd say it's the best coaster here I've done so far.
Dude, I can't believe it right now. You can head out onto the stadium where the track is. There's currently test drivers right now, or some planned race. I'm not exactly sure, but we're going over to watch. Oh my God!
So I'm not an F1 fan by any means, but I have seen the Netflix series and just watched the movie. I remember, because I knew we were coming to Japan, that I actually looked this up before we came. This track, Suzuka Circuit, is actually in the movie with Brad Pitt. After we visit this place, if you go back and watch the movie, you'll recognize so much of this because you can see GP racers in the background for a lot of the shots. It's really cool.
They filmed on site at a bunch of different real F1 tracks throughout multiple years of shooting for the film. This was one of them. The track on Yas Island in Abu Dhabi was also one of them. You could see Ferrari rolled in the movie as well. Amazing film. Go watch it. It's one of my favorites of 2025, and it's so cool to actually be in the spot where real F1 races happen and an amazing movie was filmed.
Talk about the dueling coaster, the one before.
Oh, I hate that ride, honestly. I don't like it at all. Up front, it's a little bit better, but in the back, it's just incredibly uncomfortable, and especially if you're taller like me, it's just, I don't like that ride.
Jack is tall and rode in the back, and he thought it was really fun.
Yeah, I hate that ride. I don't like it.
Last coaster we need to get on here is Dual GP, once again a racing coaster, but I don't think everyone would count this as a credit. Now, Roller Coaster Database, they don't actually log this, but Coaster Count has it as an option, and as far as I'm concerned, this should count, and here's why. Look at it go. So the way this works is that there's track underneath this fake set of track, which of course simulates like a racetrack, and the cars are doing this drifting motion, which is so cool. That's the whole reason it's built like that. You know that Hollywood drift coaster that they're building at Universal Studios Hollywood? I kind of equate this to like a family-friendly version of that. I'm really excited to experience this. It looks interesting. This is kind of cool. You got the engines revving. We got the starting line. Oh yes, let's do it. And we have this wheel so you can control your rotation. Whoa! Oh, it's awesome. Oh! All right, drift into the turns. Let's see what happens. Whoa! Oh, that's awesome. Oh no, we're wiping out. I get it. That's such a unique design. Holy crap. Oh, they're in the lead. How did they get in the lead? Oh, we're speeding up. Oh, yes. So I think there is actually strategy involved. You can't take the lead if you drift into the turns, but it's difficult because you can easily wipe out on this. Very cool ride. We're on the other track now, finishing up our coaster credit run here at Suzuka Circuit. Jack is behind the wheel. Whoa! Dude, I've never seen a ride like this before. Whoa. Drift into the turn. There we go, baby. There we go, baby. Oh, that's a boost. Now we're in the lead. No, no, no. Finish strong, bro. Finish strong. Who's going to win this? Yeah, let's go. Dude, I've never done anything like that before. That was awesome. They gave us this congratulations certificate. This works almost the exact same way as Mario Kart does, the video game. What an interesting idea for a ride. Really, really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I was blown away by that. That's easily my favorite attraction here. It's just so much fun. I actually kind of like forcing myself to wipe out because I kind of like spinning around. I think it's fun. I even like the little part at the end where you kind of boost and get to go a little bit faster. And it is a coaster. If you look at the track below, it's coaster track. It's just a powered coaster.
If you go a little bit too far, then you spin out, but the spinning out's pretty fun. Or you can try to win by just turning just enough so you can drift. We won by like a few inches. It was very fun.
Dude, that was really cool. There are parts of this layout that they do 360 spin it every time, but I think on the corners, you actually can control the drift. Like it was listening to what I was trying to do to it.
And just like that, 7 coaster credits acquired. That is awesome. If you're in Japan and you're a coaster enthusiast, don't pass this place up because there's a lot of credits to be had here. This park has killed it on the food. That is awesome. We got the fried rice and we got the salt ramen. Walking into the ramen noodles. Beautiful. Sensational theme park food. There's one more thing we want to check out while we're here. They have one of those huge Japanese Ferris wheels. The views from up top are going to be so cool looking down at the racetrack and all the coasters, so I can't wait. Heading out of Suzuka Circuit now, and we are grateful for a very successful visit today. We were feeling pretty iffy coming into this day with all the inclement weather, but this ended up being the right call. Suzuka Circuit, not only do they run their rides with a little bit of rain, it didn't even really end up raining at all anyway. And we got to see a really interesting park. I loved seeing the cars fly around the racetrack. I thought that was amazing. And the whole place is taken care of very well, and it was a lot of fun to visit.
Yeah, as a big sports fan, it was super cool seeing a real Formula One track, very famous one too. The park itself was pretty awesome too. I thought they had some really cool theming. It was well kept. Not a ton of great rides, but they do have a lot of unique ones. So that was cool.
Super solid park. Surprisingly, I thought this would be one of those like couple hours we'd spend here and kind of be over it, but we spent pretty much a full day and I really liked it. I mean, everything this park had to offer was unique and cool. Nothing amazing, nothing elite, but there's enough of a variety that it's fun. They have a cool museum you can check out. All for the admission to the amusement park. You get the museum and you get to watch cars and go into the bleachers. Like, it weren't gatekeeping anything. It was totally authentic and cool. I felt like I wasn't scammed. It was great. Yeah, Suzuka
Circuit was a really nice park. They don't have like the greatest coasters ever, but the little drift coaster thing was definitely the highlight for me. That was really cool. They have a lot of really unique credits, which is kind of cool. The park itself is pretty nice. I like the F1 track being there, and the fact you can just walk in there and watch Formula 1 cars racing that's really neat. I've never seen a park have something like that.
Somehow my dumbass forgot to do the whole thing. So much for watching. Stay tuned for blah 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 blah. So I have no idea what happened there, but in the next video we go to Park España Shima Spain Village, one of our favorite theme parks in Japan. So stay tuned for that. Peace out, everyone.